Specific one, we are going to cover Amazon ECS, Elastic Container Service. Alright, so what actually ECS is? So ECS is just like a service that help you to easily manage containers, which are lightweight packages of the software. So let us just imagine that you have an app, and instead of worrying about where it runs or how it works with the different component of your computer, ECS actually makes sure that it runs smoothly and efficiently. So think of it as containers as a little boxes with all the parts of your app that needs to work, and ECS will help you to place those boxes on the right shelves, which in shelves meaning the servers, right? Without you need to worry about the details. It's just like shipping service for your apps and taking care of the delivery and running them reliably while you focus on building them, right? So yeah, ECS is a highly scalable fast container management service that allows you to run, stop, manage containers on the cluster of each instance, or AWS Fargate, which is a serverless compute engine for containers, right? So whenever we are referring to containers, we are indirectly referring to images, because containers are uh, created when then images executed, right? So yeah, ECS simplifies running containerized application by abstracting the underlying infrastructure, providing the integrated tools, and scaling them efficiently, right? So before moving to the key features, let us actually check the ECS components. Okay, so there are 5 components that we need to check on. The first is cluster, which is the logical grouping of your EC2 instances, or when it comes to target, we are referring to task on that the containers are running. Second is the task definition. So what actually task definition is basically a blueprint for the containers, which includes the Docker images, CPU, memory, and all the requirements that are used to run a container. Third is task. So it's the single running container defined by the task definition. Fourth is services. So long running tasks need always to be available, like web application. So those are known as services. Okay, so these are the difference between tasks and services. And the fifth one is the container instance. So EC2 instance are the part of ECS cluster hosting the task, right? So let us cover the key features what actually ECS brings us into the play. First is the cluster management. So ECS allows you to manage clusters of EC2 instances that run containerized application. Second is the task definition. So here we are defining the container uh, usage. So basically, you are defining the images that needs to be used, the CPU, the memory that needs to be utilized, the port mapping. Everything is defined over the task definition. Third is a service scheduler. So ECS handles the scheduling of tasks across the cluster, ensuring that the correct numbers of tasks are always up and running. Fourth is launch type. So basically, in Amazon ECS container services, we have two sort of launch type. That is first is through EC2, where you are actually managing the instances for your container application, and second is Fargate, which is serverless. So here AWS is managing the infrastructure for you, and you are just managing the containers and the images, right? We already covered the components and what are the use cases. So basically it can be used for the application which are using or are in transition to microservice architecture. Second, it can be used for CI/CD workflows, and third is it can be helping you in modernizing the monolithic application into container based application. So that was the use case of Amazon ECS. This is a paid service. In the following demonstration, we are going to actually implement with the use of Fargate. We are going to, we are going to uh, create one container for Nginx, where we are going to actually see how things are actually working with the use of Amazon ECS Elastic Container Service. Right. So that was all, and see you in the next one.